Jackie, can you please join me? I would love to spend time talking with you about the future of employment.
All right.
Jackie, you've been a hero to me because of the way that you treat your employees. You're part of a family that is one of the largest construction companies in California, and your intentionality and your focus on loving and serving your employees is unlike what I hear many people speak about as executives. And you have so much to give, but I really would like you to keep the focus on what can it be for an employer, if anything's possible, anything, 10 years from now, what could it be like for an employer that employs like you, several hundred people or more or less? Talk to that for a moment.
Okay, first I got to give you a hug.
Oh.
I know everybody else gets hugs, so I got to give you a hug. A couple things that I just want to say is what I really see emerging, especially here in the Bay Area, is a new crop of business owner and entrepreneur that, yes, is very creative, very innovative. Of course, every business owner wants to have a degree of prosperity, but I think the missing link that we're going to see linked up in the Bay Area is that business owners and entrepreneurs are not just going to be focused on prosperity, but on posterity. And that's that next generation component, that they are going to want to reseed and reinvest in their employees, not just to get a return on the investment within the business, but be able to really invest in their lives and their well-being so that your employees can really be the best that they've been called to be and designed to be. I see in California especially, and the Bay Area, that there's a new crop of entrepreneur coming that has creativity and innovation and all the DNA of the success that is needed for entrepreneurship, but also that there's a real strong core for social justice. And I think that's the component that I really see rising in the Bay Area, that there's a tremendous social conscience, and then there's really a DNA woven into enterprise here that I see emerging in the Bay that really is focused on bringing social justice, creating equity, not just giving into your people so that they can come under you and be more productive, but also really sowing into your people and investing into your people so that they can come alongside of you. I know for myself, I want to see the people that work with me and the people that I see in my sphere, I want to see them do better than me. And I think that new crop of leadership is really going to have the heart of a mother and father. And that's not something to do with age. It just means the ones that have more experience or more expertise in an arena are going to give what maybe took them 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 years to get, and really pay it forward into the ones that they see have potential but might not be able to get where they need to go without us giving in to them. And just the last thing I just want to say is I think for every person that is an entrepreneur or enterprising, see yourself as a gate or a door that gives access and opportunity, that we're not here for ourselves, but we're really here to be a bridge, a gate, and a door to give access and opportunity to the ones that are in our sphere of influence.
Yeah. You know, I find that one of the most powerful things about being a leader is having somebody else to follow, whether physically or just by watching them. Like, who do you look up to? Who do you think is driving us toward this possibility of what the Bay Area could become? What person or organization really stands out that you're being inspired by right now?
You know, I'm inspired. I have so many great and wonderful people that have been amazing examples and models in my life, but I really have to say that what gets me up in the morning, there's probably only two things that will consistently get me up at 5:30 in the morning, and I say one of them is the voice of God, and the other one is the trades. And so for me, my greatest inspiration, the thing that gets me up in the morning is really the building trades. I think that's the backbone infrastructure of not only the Bay Area, but of America. You know, I was a superintendent on one of my job sites, and when I would go, I was there obviously, 6, 8 months, and you watch the hardest working people that I have ever seen in my life. And so for me, my greatest motivator is to create opportunity for the building trades, create opportunities for equity options in my projects and developments that will give people an opportunity not just live paycheck to paycheck, but to be able to really create future. And I think when we do that, and when we implement that in whatever capacity that we can, that we'll see that generations and generational cycles of poverty be broken, because people have vision, they know that there are options, and they're equipped with the skills that they need to be able to shatter those glass ceilings.
So we're going to run out of time, because it's a speed round. Keep everybody's attention.
Yes.
If you're watching online, thank you for your attention. Don't leave.
Yes.
We're here for a reason. Pay attention to us. I promise it's worth it. back to all of you. Sorry for that moment. Just, you have to give some love to the camera because there's people watching.
Yes.
Thank you for watching.
Yes.
What's the call to action? What is the call to action? What can the people here in this audience, what can people watching online live or the people that watch the archive later,
Yes.
what can they do? What should they do?
I think there's a few things. One thing is get exposed. I think that opportunities like this, events here at Runway and other organizations like that, they expose you to different ideas, different creative ideas that you can implement and that you can be able to modify and implement in your own sphere of influence. All of us here in this room, we're all in different industries. The people that are watching online, every person is in a different industry and has a different degree and measure of being able to influence their atmosphere. So I think being exposed, get outside of whatever industry that you're working in, make sure that you network, and I say get involved even in your local city government. Sometimes it's the vocal minority that wins the battle, not that silent majority. So get out there, make a difference, network, connect, and get exposed.
Thank you so much for
Okay,
being here.
thank you so much for having me.
Thank you.
Thank you.